Hey, peace, what's up, y'all? Yours truly, D Prime 215 here. If you're watching, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to yours truly. I'd appreciate that. For this video, talking about what went down at the very end of Survivor Series 2023 War Games. So it was rumored for some time, for a couple of weeks, especially after this person's departure from a rather elite wrestling promotion, if you will. It was confirmed. It was real. CM Punk returned to WWE. No one saw this coming unless you are like 100% clairvoyant. You got the crystal ball with, the whole future set out, and you already knew all this was going to happen. The rest of us didn't know, right? So just a quick timeline. Back in 2014, CM Punk leaves WWE, not on the best terms. It just is what it is. Takes a 7-year hiatus from pro wrestling. He returns to pro wrestling. He signs with AEW. Had a lot of promise, man. Like, it just looked like he was really going to be back on his, road to the top and have a really great run. Unfortunately, between injuries and, issues with other talent, backstage issues, political issues, we don't really know the ins and outs between all the NDAs that may have been signed. We're just going to have to wait for the AEW or CM Punk Dark Side of the Ring episode, or a book to come out before we find out what really went down in AEW behind the scenes. Because, obviously the All Out Media Scrum was probably the most infamous, backstage issue, if you will, that was public of the run. But, we might not ever know exactly what happened. Some people still think All Out was a work. We don't know. Anyway, so moving along, he winds up getting let go from AEW after All in London due to an issue he had with Jungle Boy, and TK felt like he feared for his life. So anyway, he came back to WWE. 2023, man, like, just never ever thought this would happen. Now, like, I say that just based upon like the trajectory, right? So with that being said, I did think, like, after AEW, because even while he was there, he did go backstage to WWE. It was one show they did in Chicago, and he was allegedly, reportedly making amends. So I'm like, all right, but I'm the type of guy that's like, all right, I hear these things just because, like, I stay up to date with it. But I'm like, I believe it when I see it. I felt the same way when Punk was going to AEW. I'm like, all right, when I see him, I'll believe it, because, he's one of those names, right? So he came back, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'll be very blunt. I don't live under a rock, as you could probably tell. Punk is very polarizing, right? People either love him or you hate him. So I understand, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'm not here to get into if you love or hate Punk, but it is certainly one of the biggest impacts of the night, if not the biggest impact, because I like the way they even built up to it. So, Cody Rhodes, he mentioned that he had a friend. He revealed that his friend for the War Games match was going to be Randy Orton. However, when War Games came up, it was revealed Randy Orton was running late. So at that point, I'm like, is Orton still going to make the match? Did he just announce Orton, when it was really going to be Punk, and Orton wasn't going to make it? But then I was thinking they just release all this brand new Randy Orton merch, so why would they do all of that and then not have him wrestle at the show? So there were so many ways, they could have went about it. I like how Randy Orton, he came back, actually wrestled the match. That, the RKO they did when they threw JD off the top was amazing. But then as, like, the pay-per-view was ending, the credits came up, and then you hear Cult of Personality. I'm like, wow, that was a really dope way they put that all together, because I thought, I ain't gonna lie, they had me in the first half. I'm like, oh, I guess he really ain't coming back. But then he came back. So what does this mean moving forward? Like the rest of y'all, man, I don't know. We'll see. I think Punk will, I'm hoping he gets a schedule similar to that of like AJ Styles or Randy Orton, where it's not necessarily like a legend schedule, but they're not, it's like, it's more than part-time, but not quite full-time. Because I don't really think we need Punk to be there full-time. I don't think it's necessary at this point. But I would like to see him, wrestle with a couple people. I'd love to see another Punk and AJ match. Hopefully they can squash whatever. I hope Punk can squash whatever beef he had with other people, man, because I need to see Punk and AJ one more time. That's really what I want. I don't care about anything else. But I'm interested to see like where this is going to go regarding world title opportunities, right? So WrestleMania is about 3.5 to 4 months away. I'll most likely be there, but you're looking at CM Punk versus Reigns or CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. This might not even happen at Mania. This might happen after. It might happen before. We don't know. Either one would be great. There's just so many possibilities, man. But yeah, he's back in WWE. Let me know what you think. I really, really, really wish we could have got Punk versus Tanahashi at Forbidden Door. But hey, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what can happen in his second run in WWE. And it looks like this might be his last run. I would kind of hope it's his last, just like, because after this, like, what else is left? I feel like he kind of did everything so that he needs to do. But let me know what you think of, CM Punk coming back to WWE. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. Last thing. So I feel like, look, man, if Punk can squash his beef with Triple H and WWE after all they've been through, the rest of y'all mofos out there that's beefing with somebody over something they posted on social media and y'all really have no issue on that level, y'all need to pick up the phone or reach out to that person and squash it, because I feel like this should be a lesson for people, man. Like it really ain't even worth all that when it's all said and done. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I feel, man. I had to leave y'all with that. So if you beefing with someone over something stupid, it's probably not nearly as important as what went down. Now I know people say like, oh, he just going back because he got fired from AEW, yada yada. It doesn't matter. Look at the positive side, man. Squash that nonsensical beef you got with people, and that's that, man. But that's enough of me talking. Let me know what you think of CM Punk coming back to WWE in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to yours truly, D Prime 215. Nobody was crying, at least not on camera, and I like that. Peace.